Oh, you know, it's quite actually funny being rent free in some people's heads. So, Rob, fucking hell, man, I can't come and say it to your face, or you're not nowhere near me, as I know. Nor do I give a fuck, so I'll go and do it on here. I'm sure you'll be informed. You drunken, hypocritical fuck. I mean, you calling everybody else certain shit. You calling other people out for certain stuff. You need to go and look in the mirror, pal. Don't you? Don't you think? There's one big enough for you in your projection, that is. So, according to you, you ran me off AJ's last night. No, no, no. I chose this to go off. Went up there the first time. You just shut the fuck up. Didn't say shit. Then I've gone up there, and then you decided to open up your mouth, and then it was clear as day that you literally just, you're not very happy in life, are you, Rob? I mean, apparently your mobility's going. I'm not gonna like take the piss out of you for that, Rob. You know, I ain't uh I ain't like that, Rob. I ain't gonna go and say, ha, he's not gonna be able to walk again. Nah, don't do that, Rob. I hate to break it to you, but I'm not gonna give you that fuel, you know. So this is for me to you, even though you've been a complete and utter cunt to me, I don't even know why, neither do I give a fuck. Um, anyway, so Rob, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, you know, clearly you got some shit going on in your life, and it ain't gonna get no better for you, but in all honesty, I hope it does, even though you've been a cunt to me. Yeah. You see, I knew last night there was something clearly wrong with you when you were talking. You were drunk for a start, Rob, and then you want to keep talking shit on, on people's panels about me. I'm rent free, and it's funny as fuck. You saying, he's not really worth going to jail for. Rob, do you know how many people have so Wolfie, for instance, who's getting involved again, poking his nose again, having his little opinion again about shit that he knows fuck all about. Um, saying, you know, that apparently, you can guarantee something about there will be police involved. If I remember him saying, you can guarantee there'll be police in the jail cell or something like that. If I remember, I can't really remember. But no, no, it won't be a jail cell. It will be me, you know, so that fuck all about to do with me. You come to my front door, that's what you're gonna get. Enough people wanted to come to my front door. Enough people will be given the opportunity to go and get my address. There's someone on YouTube called Roy who's got my address, and you're more than welcome to go and get it if you want to come to my front door, that is. But am I going to come to you? No, I'm not. What the fuck? Is that really you, Crinkle? Do you know what? I don't normally go and do this, Crinkle. Wait, give me a sec. Is that really you? No way. Is that really you, Crinkle? Anyway, so Rob, listen, man. You know, you've clearly been ghosting. You clearly know what the drill is. You clearly know how to, blend in, Rob. Clearly know how to blend in, and you blend in by attacking all the people who the crew don't like, Rob. I heard you on Gypsy Dave, so I'm actually gonna do my very utter best to totally ignore you, because I can see what your game is, and I can see what you're about, and I don't play games. You're the cunt playing the game, not me. You know, you think, oh, run him off. You didn't run anybody off, Rob. I know that you want to believe that because you want to go and take it to certain people who obviously don't like, because then you can, feel special, and you can, be brought in through giving shit to people they don't like, for instance. It's up to you, Rob. You know, it's actually quite sad, to be quite honest, that a man's gonna go to great lengths of trying to apparently make my life a living hell. Apparently, I've had enough fucking lessons, for fuck's sake, Rob. I've 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 had toe to toe with Michelle C on panel and shit. People worse than you, Rob. You got that gobby cunt Axel, thinking he's, the YouTube's hardest man. But really, he's just like the rest of you fucking absolute bums. You know? Not happy inside, is he? So yeah, Rob. Now I know your game. I'm not going to feed into it. It's like I wouldn't feed into it last night. And Michelle. Oh, fuck me. The trashy, old bag. Hey, the gift that keeps on giving. Apparently you don't watch me, but you probably only go and watch me just for drama's sake, because, you know, you're that unhinged that you literally, just love watching people be brought down. Now, DT, see, fuck me. There's a lot of replies here. Oh my god, the power of ghosting. Paul, blocked you by phone. You can talk, but I blocked you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can come in there, I don't give a fuck, but yeah. So DT playing the victim. Now, you're now gonna use the little, basically your little get out of jail free card. Obviously, you will get a jail free card with them, lot, but you're gonna use the fact to do with what's happened in your life to do with deceased. People have passed away. DT, let me just come put something out to you. You are a weak fucker who cries yourself to sleep. And now you're going to go and use someone deceased, your relative, to try and spin it back onto me, DT, when you're the cunt who was picking on fucking Bright. Keep crying, little boy. Keep crying, because you know what? I was thinking for a sec to have some sympathy for you, but actually, why would I, DT? Why would I have any sympathy for you at all when you're just a fucking absolute shit house? You're clearly miserable in life, and that's fine. You be miserable in life, but don't cry like a bitch when you get a reply. Keep mentioning me, I don't mention you, and then when you get it back, you go back to your pact and you cry. Hey, DT. So you keep doing that. If it makes you feel any more better, you keep doing that. Like the depressive or the depressed, sad cunt you are. No, next person. Before I go, oh fuck me sideways. So mum, listen. Don't worry about the live stream. Don't worry about putting it all up. Alright? Because as much as I do think you're gonna cunted me off, I heard you on Dave's. And let's be quite honest, mum. Even though, you know, I shouldn't really be doing this, I am gonna go and do it. Mum. This is from me to you. I mean, I do still want to meet up with Ginger, right? Yeah, and basically, you know, beat the shit out of him. You know. I shouldn't be saying that. You know, it's direct threat, but actually he's already going to make one towards me. So, mum, don't bother putting up the live streams, mum. Just, you know, I weren't lying, but you know, I didn't, as much as you have going to cut me off, I didn't really like what I was hearing on Dave's. So, as far as I'm concerned, mum, you know, I want to make a direct apology to you and leave it at that. But you, Ginge, though, sun was coming. Hey. But Ginge, don't go and put your live streams up. You know, everybody else wants to see it all kick off. Everybody else. I mean, Michelle, for instance. What did she go and say? Oh, go and put them up then. Go and put them up then. Yep. And these people are apparently meant to be friends. Hey. Bit hypocritical of me, really. But at least I can swallow my pride. Of whatever pride I've got, which I fucking don't. Mum. Let's move on and be happy with Ginge. He hasn't cheated on you again, mum. He just said about the two he admitted to on the panel with you, mum. If you don't remember, or you just want to move on, that is fine. I shouldn't really have gone and used that actually, but Ginge, you were doing it to me, weren't you? You didn't really like it back, but there again, no. To be quite fair, mum didn't really deserve all that, really, did she, Ginge? So much of a selfish cunt you really are, Ginge. Hopefully, you know, hopefully you two live happily ever after. As much as it hates me to go and say it, Ginge, but that's not really your mum's part, it's on your part. I would love to fucking listen to you squirm like a bitch, Ginge. But not mum. She don't deserve that. So, I'm gonna remove my last live stream that I did about mum. But again, the review though is game on, dickhead. For all those who think I'm joking, I ain't. Anyway. Have you really actually got it, Mr. BB, or are you joking around? Because why does it even matter? If you've got the clip, then you put it up. But that would be for you, though. I don't want it, Mr. BB. Have you not been hearing me? Have you not been listening? You put up the clip if you want, but I don't want it. Mr. BB, unless Mum of mine has done anything towards you, just go after Ginge. But, you know, yeah, really got it, but yeah, Mr. BB, just let it be, man, honestly. She don't deserve that. She don't deserve that. I have got a conscience, Mr. BB, I know, and you know what, so have you. No, I've said some things towards Mum of Milo in the past couple of days, and do you know what, I've retracted it all, honestly. I didn't, you know, just saw her on Dave's, and to be quite honest, I didn't really like it. As much as I feel like I've been canned off by her, I didn't really like it. He deserves all that he gets, but you know what, I think, you know, even myself, don't use her to get him. Them lot can use, you know, them lot will like to use London Girl to get at me, because they know full well what happens, and they know full well that she's not as tough as me, and she's not like me in any way, shape or form. But I'm not going to go and do them. I didn't even go and do that in the first place, Mr. BB. I didn't use Mum to get a ginge. I literally highlighted something that he had gone and done himself, that he admitted to on a live stream of her there. And basically it come to bite me in the ass. Mr. BB, but I don't want to upset her either. I don't really want to upset her in the first place, Mr. BB. That wasn't my intention. It wasn't my intention. But, you know, he's just a fucking toxic little cunt, and he's gonna get his, and he's gonna, you know, he's gonna find that out in the summer. I don't give a fuck. If them two did split up, which I hope they don't, you know. You know, I mean, to be quite frank, that'll be his karma. To be quite honest though, Mr. BB, she is better off without him. I'm gonna be honest. But again, though, I do hope that they literally live happily ever after. That's for her sake, not theirs. Honestly, she obviously thinks the world of him. He's been there for, you know, through stuff going on with, you know, people in her life. I'm not gonna go and say who, but you know, it wouldn't really be fair for me, you know, or it wouldn't, you know, fair on her or for you, for instance, you know, to go and put that clip up and give the rest of them what they fucking want, which is drama and shit, you know. No, I ain't gonna ignore fuck all, Mr. BB. He's gonna find out. He's gonna find out very fucking soon. He literally said to me, "Oh, should I go? Do you want me to go and call you a nonce?" And I'm like, "Oh, motherfucker, please, go on then. Call me a nonce." I just add it to the fucking list. Alright, I have my gloves ready, Ginge. I have my gloves ready. Ginge, you know, don't be starting anything on Nutter's fucking front doorstep, yeah? Don't be. Because you know it won't end well for you. And he's already gone and said, and you brought him into this, Ginge. Nutter, who's more of a man than you as well, Ginge. More of a man than you. But hey, nobody said anything about that either, did they? Don't remember. Don't remember anybody speaking up for Nutter. Not that Nutter really needs anybody to go and speak up for him. He can speak up for himself. He doesn't really need approval. He's his own man. I don't care. She's a nice lady and he's scum. Yeah, but then why did you go out at Mr. BB that time? That's more the question. Why did you pick on her? I'd never even been married or had kids. I don't really want to get married, Mr. BB, but when I can find someone who's got that willpower and that mental strength to deal with me, I'll be happy, man. I'll behave on purpose, Mr. BB. And I've got nothing to hide. But listen, do yourself a favour. Don't release that clip. Leave it there. And say for instance they did split up, which hopefully they don't, then you use it, Mr. BB. But other than that, don't fucking use it. Just leave it there. Honestly. It was like 3.5 years ago, Nathan. I said something about iPod. So why is he? So hold on a bit. It was 3.5 years ago. That is true. Why is he bringing it all up now? Good. Good. Because she don't need that, and you know he'll be spewing in his coffee. You know, this isn't really any benefit to me, really, Mr. BB. This isn't really any benefit to me. You know, she said it didn't happen, but I think, you know, I think really I know what I see, and you know, just let it all be. Fuck it, you know. And obviously, you know, when the truth does come out in the wash, all shit, you know, does go that way. You know, I don't, you know, I still wouldn't really blame me. She weren't really talking to me again, to be honest with you. To be quite honest, I think the thing is that when he actually gave off that when he actually went and put out that video about me, you, Bobby, and other people, Jojo. You know, I think she put the video into the chat because obviously being his partner, she was supporting him. You know, but he's just toxic, though, Mr. BB. Mr. BB, and at the end of the day, the best advice I can give to you is just to block him. And I'm going to get shit for having you in my chat right now. But I don't care. I don't bow to no cunt, and I never will. Never, ever, ever. Never. Only when it's appropriate. Should I just go put that out there? But yeah, anyway, I've got to go. Mum, before I go once again, I'm sorry. Alright. No, I never wanted you to get hurt. Never. And you could be fucking angry at me if you want, but, you know, yeah, it's cool. And it isn't really about getting any friendship out of Mum, it's just about laying out the facts. Anyway, I'm not to cause trouble, I actually think. Mr. BB, you're just the bipolar, fucking crazy man. So you are. Who's just not very happy in life. And I think that you doing your half a dozen accounts is the sure well being happy, but you know, you gotta wind it in a bit. I've got a couple of accounts. So it means saying you need to delete all your fucking accounts and be a bit, you know. But all my accounts are in my name. I have got one that says slash chain pure water, but people know who that is. Well, even said it's me. Anyway, I'm off. We've only got 3 accounts now. Alright. Anyway, I'm off, Mr. BB. Hello, ghosters, by the way. Know who you all probably are. Hey, know who you all probably are. All the ones who want to be part of the drama, mostly. Most of all the ones who only like the negativity. And you too, Mr. BB.